the family members, and understand that's something which runs across all political leaders.
Yes.
Because you spend a lot of time thinking for the society, and your poor wife is at home watching TV. The only time your wife interacts with you is when she sees you making contributions in Parliament or watches the news and says, that's my husband. So when they go for the Chama meetings, all the women are saying, oh my God, your husband is a good debater. So now the poor lady is wondering, debater? I don't see that at home.
Yes.
So I don't know, but I think people should just let the poor gentleman just go in peace. But again, probably it's important for them to fight now. And if they need to consult him before he dies, they can give an opinion.
Well, he can't now. That is on life support.
The information coming from South Africa is really so confusing. People, there's a group of guys saying that this guy is actually dead. You remember what happened to the president in Nigeria? That maybe they're waiting to sort out some issues. So you really never know.
And here's the thing, and like you say, probably there's more people around the world who feel that emotional connection, even though they've probably never met Nelson Mandela, than would his own family. But that fighting is, and like you said, it's for those people who are highly successful in one way. We saw the same thing happening with Kirima here, even before he'd passed on already. Sons and daughters, mothers, stepmothers, wives, and were all digging in for a fight. And the same thing now in South Africa. I believe some of his daughters tried to do a reality show in the US that flopped. Nobody was watching that. Is there a threat that all of that infighting that we're about to see may taint his reputation in any way, or has he just gone so high above that that nothing can obliterate the work that he's done?
I think for what Mandela has done during his active life in politics is so good that even if you try to drag his reputation into the mud, people are willing to look at the other side and say, no, Mandela is a good man. He was fighting for freedom in South Africa. How did you expect him again to spend the same time to go and maintain the family, make sure that Winnie is taken care of, so people can look away and say, okay, just give him a chance. But I think as a society, maybe what Mandela tells us is that we need to define success factors. Even for Kirima, he needed to define success. That for you, success, does it mean making sure that you're loyal to your wife, you take good care of your kids, they go to school, you interact with them, so that your kids don't get to see you on TV or in the newspapers, that they can bond with you. Or if you're going to make money, how much money do you need to make? Because for Kirima now, it was a tragedy when he was about to die and everybody's fighting over his money. I think Kirima at some stage probably may have wanted to contribute all his money to some charity or to the state.
If this is what's making you fight, then have none of it. Okay. Just to recap now before we let you go, is you think the teachers will get their way?
Of course the teachers are going to get their way. They're committed. They're going to get their bread, and the entire full bread. They're not going to go for half of it. Because Sossion has got experience negotiating with these people. And the biggest mistake is for the government to say that that legal notice is not valid. They're really not poking the teachers. It's as if in Sheng they're saying, utadu. And Sossion is going to say, okay, let's go the full mile. And he's got the backing. And now, unlike other teachers, the leadership of NAT is paid a fortune. When you see them doing a press rally, the press conference, apart from the dialects and stuff, they have top of the range suits, they speak very well, and they're spending a fortune in this campaign. They've managed to win the emotional support, even of students. Because I saw some students being interviewed, and they spoke in Sheng, and they said, Sisi story a laptop at 2G, tunataka walimu warudi class. So it means already they've won the support of the students.
Absolutely.
And the Kenyan parents in the next few days are going to start crying because the kids are going to become a nuisance at home.
So and in fact, the parents are saying they're planning to sue the government now, regarding that, to compel the government to sit down with the teachers. And,
So for me, I think they really need to sit down with the teachers and bend backwards. And they must not remove the money from the laptops to give the teachers. They can go, pinch from several budgets. Like, for instance, the 250 million they want to use to buy Kibaki an office. Kibaki doesn't need an office. He's got a 500 million home in Mwega, where he can go receive visitors. And on a special day, he can receive them at Lavington. That's what Mwe does. People go see Mwe in Kibera. So the 250 million can be used to top up what the teachers want,
so and they can get a little
from somewhere. Because some of the teachers were saying, so you want to buy the laptops for the kids. Who is going to teach the kids how to use the laptops? Because most of the teachers, again, sorry to say this, illiterate. They don't know how a laptop looks like. Yeah. So he's going to teach now the students.
Through probably no fault of their own. I mean, it's lack of exposure for everybody, not just for those class 1 pupils. Okay, all right. So it is our prayer, of course, that will be sorted out as quickly as possible for the students and the parents, who I think are the biggest losers in this process. Thank you, Dismas Mukwa, as always, for shedding some light on the headlines that you're waking up to today. Thank you very much. That's been our press review. Now, coming up after 7 o'clock, Douglas Wakihuri, know him? Well, you should. Was one of the most prolific athletes in this country. What is he doing with himself now? What are some of the initiatives that he's got going? We'll be talking to him next. Do stay with us.